Joey Sly on now for the point after. He's got it. And the Vikings will tie things up. It's now 10-10. Ball level at 10 as this one's kicked off. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's caught left side by Pitts.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on them early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. Trying to get to that pylon. Not there, but very close. They'll mark him out at the 1. A huge play just before the half. 65 yards. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. Now his 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. He's got his big tight end. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, New Orleans. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season.
4 to go.
This is one of them.
You got to get 3 stars and 4.
That was number 30 on the year.
Is that what you mean?
Bates, good, with the extra point. The Saints go up by 7. It is now 17-10. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
I guess we can watch that one show while
here up the middle. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota.
I guess we want to finish it
With 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. They'll keep it on the ground here again. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
Don't put it on my face.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Back to the sideline.
Oh, stay in.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. Halftime here on this final weekend of the NFL regular season. We'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's the Giants who are out in front in the 2nd quarter. The Giants trying to finish that one off and claim victory. Next, we'll take the trip north to the Steel City to check on the Steelers at home in Pittsburgh. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Former #1 overall pick Joe Burrow with a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get out to Southern Nevada and see what's happening with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Anthony Richardson, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Saints offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you can see he leads the league in rushing coming into this final week. We'll see how involved they want him to be here in this regular season finale. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
And some good running there. That's a first down up to the 43. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Working free downfield, it is Williams. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. To the air now on 1st and 10. To the right, that's Pitts. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now, faking the give. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so...
That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Saints. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Some play by the quarterback. He got flushed by the rush, but Greg made the right choice and ends up with a touchdown pass.
The question always is for these quarterbacks, Mike, in this situation, how long does he remain a passer, or then does he just tuck it down and become a runner? I think he does this perfectly, extends the play as long as possible, gives time for his receiver to uncover, and results in a touchdown.
He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On play action, here's Darnold. In trouble, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback. smart. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring it down.
And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Saints offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's the former Memphis Tiger, Kenneth Gainwell. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Open man down the field. It's Olave.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
He'll look to throw. He's going to run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll look to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. He's going to let one fly for Addison.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off, and Now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on one or two of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
And that is incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And now it's fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air. And with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump. The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Coming across, he's got it in the hands of Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. That is a big gainer for the Saints. 31 yards. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. Second and 10. A run with Gainwell. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Throwing now on third and long. Escaping the danger. completing. He needed 13, and that's exactly what he got. By the nose of the football, it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On the ground, this is Kentre Miller. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate.
After these kind of plays, Mike, you just wish the sideline was a mile away, because you know when you get there, you are going to catch an earful. They stress all week, ball carriers. We have to protect the ball. In this case, it doesn't result in a turnover, but the lost yardage now brings up fourth down. These are drive killers.
And this is not going to get it done. Not even close to picking up the first down. And they will turn it over on downs.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the first down. Here we go. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle him short of the chains, force the turnover on downs. The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
To throw again is Darnold. He's going to tuck it and go. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Hit by the rookie out of Ohio State. And he will be taken down, but there is a penalty flag down. A silly penalty may erase the turnover. They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That is caught by the tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Minnesota. Slides, extra point, up and good. And the Vikings are able to edge a bit closer. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. Past midfield.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Saints offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. 2nd and a yard. They'll run straight ahead with Miller. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Miller. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. Once again, it's Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. They run out of the gun with Miller. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. On 2nd down, Miller. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. A run out of the gun. It's Miller. Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a Saints 1st down. Good work there on 4th and 1. They get 7 to move the chains. Here's Miller. And he'll take this down to about the 7. Now we're going to get a timeout, somewhat pointlessly called here with 3 seconds to go in a game that has already been decided. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout.